Good afternoon. Time to learn how to make applesauce. Let's go. Now our first step is to get the apples peeled, cored, and sliced. This is my lovely peeler core slicer, which will do that for us, and we'll put them in the pot and put the trash down in the trash. Let's go on that. Let's get started. Here's how this works. Next, now if there's some bad spots on the apple, we might want to cut those off carefully before we put it in. Yep. Now before we can start, we need to put in a few things. We need 2 cinnamon sticks. 1, 2. We need a spoonful of lemon juice. Or, if the apples are very bland, we might put in 2 spoonfuls. And we need a glass of apple juice. Okay. Now we're going to turn on the gas. Rather low. We don't want it to burn anything. And then stir it. Let it cook for a minute and then stir it again. We go for about 20 minutes until the apples aren't so crunchy and crisp when we crush them. We want them to be a little softer, but not so soft that you can just mush them like a baked potato. Medium soft. Alright, so let's let that cook for a while and just keep stirring it as we go. Now while it cooks, we get a few other things ready. We have some ground ginger, a bit of nutmeg that we're going to grate into it, honey, cloves, but I actually have some ground cloves. You can't use the whole ones, you have to crush them, but thankfully I have some already crushed to use. So we're going to put those in just before it's finished. Have you been remembering to stir it? Alright, I feel that, yeah, the apples are getting softer, so I'm going to call that almost done, and it's time to put in our other spices. Let's put in some ginger. Oops, cap is broken. Alright. Some cloves. Ooh, I love that taste. And I'm going to need 2 hands for this. I'm going to use this to grate some of the nutmeg so you don't get to see that because I have to put the camera down. After that, I'll put in 3 large spoonfuls of the honey and stir it all in together, and once it's all mixed, I turn off the heat. Now it's pretty much done. I've taken out the cinnamon sticks because you don't want to eat those, and I also ladled out the juice it makes the applesauce too watery, and I find if I mix some of that very spicy juice now with some plain apple juice, it makes a really good drink, either hot or cold, like cider. But now we're going to dump this in the blender. But again, I need 2 hands for that, so I have to pause the video. Ready to go? This is going to get a little noisy. Whew, it's working. Alright, stuff on the top isn't going anywhere, so let's do a little jabbing here. Mix it up a bit. We want to get it to where the whole jar of sauce is stirring, mixing when it's on. Right, don't forget the lid or it will make a mess. Alright, now we got it. Good, a little longer. I'm going to turn it on, straight on. Alrighty, it's done. Make sure there's no bubbles. Wow. Oops. Oops. I always forget that little middle part falls out. I'll turn off the power. Looks good. Time to pour it into some jars. I like to seal mine, so I'm boiling the lids and filled the jars with the hottest water I could. Meanwhile, this is staying warm, and I'm about to put it in the jars. Alright. Wow. There's our final product. Now all we have to do is wash the dishes. Enjoy! Mmm. Good.